Skyrim Anniversary Edition has been out for nearly 4 months now, and in that time we got to play through all that it had to offer. Creation Club was a big part of what came in the Anniversary Edition, and it brought a lot of good content into the world of Skyrim. And what is up guys, Andrew from the Den Men here, and from the Forgotten Seasons dungeon to the necromantic home of Gallows Hall, we will be taking a look at the top 5 best creations from Skyrim Anniversary Edition. There are a total of 74 unique ones out there, so if you are excited, make sure you hit that like button and comment what your favorite creation club that came into the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is. But with that being said, there's a lot to go over, so get comfy, grab that bottle of Blackbriar mead, and let's get right into the video. Starting off at our number 5 spot, we have an all new gameplay setting with survival mode. Now this first came out for Fallout 4 in 2016 and received a lot of praise for its level of difficulty added to the game. Later in 2017, Skyrim would get its own version of survival mode, this time fitted for the world of the Elder Scrolls. What survival mode is intended to be is a more challenging and realistic version of Skyrim, and in my opinion, does it very well. During your playthrough, you will have to keep track of things like hunger, fatigue, warmth, and cold weather. If the player neglects any of these, there will be disadvantages that will affect short-term and long-term play. For example, if the player does not eat food for an extended period of time, then over time, the total amount of stamina will decrease. The same can be said for all of the others like fatigue and warmth. There are so many other features to survival mode like disabled fast travel or reduced carry weight. With all of these different aspects to the creation, it makes it one of the better ones to play with. It no doubt stands above a lot of the other ones out there for its amount of uniqueness, and that is why it is at our number 5 spot. Next up is one of the better housing creations with farming. This is a unique one because it lets the Dragonborn experience what it means to live an everyday lifestyle. It is good to see diversity like this come into the game. There is also a lot to the actual creation itself, with it being so much more than just farming. First off, there is an entire quest line that deals with a family who lived at Golden Hills Plantation before the Dragonborn. This is one of the shorter ones all things considered, but this is not the main selling point for the creation itself. I consider it to be more like Hearthfire in a lot of ways because you are able to build the farm from scratch with plenty of options to choose from. Like Hearthfire, both the interior and exterior of the farmhouse is able to be designed, and there are quite a good amount of features. For the interior, we have a kitchen, dining area, alchemy and enchanting lab, loft, master bedroom, child's bedroom, library, and display room to choose from. I really enjoy the interior designs for each of the rooms, with a lot of them being unique from other houses in game. There are also a lot of different purchasing items for the inside of the house, so that is good to see for something that is more of an outdoors creation. With that being said, the exterior is where it gets really good with things like animal pens, stables, blacksmithing station, farmhand bunkhouse, decorations, a windmill, and apiary. All of these make Golden Hills Plantation more filled, especially with the ability to hire your own farmhands and buy animals for the pen. I really enjoy this creation, especially for its amount of customizability that it has. It is good to see that the game is becoming more diverse with things like fishing and farming and being able to experience what everyday life is like. The actual creation itself is pretty enjoyable and a fun thing to do when the Dragonborn is not out slaying dragons or looting crypts, and that is why it lands at our number 4 spot. Coming in at our number 3 spot is a nod to the Daedric God of Madness with Saints and Seducers. This one can really be considered a DLC in its own right, just from all of the content that it offers. It contains an entire questline with side quests along the way, a new Sheogorath themed dungeon, multiple pieces of weapons and armor, new alchemy ingredients, and brand new spells for the Dragonborn to use. As you can see, there's a lot that comes with Saints and Seducers, and this is one you do not want to miss out on. I really enjoy how this is all tied to Sheogorath and a nice callback to the Shivering Isles DLC from Oblivion. The new weapons and armor are also really different from anything we see in Skyrim and are very enjoyable to use as well. We also see plenty of new enemy types like the Elytra Nymphs or the Saints and Seducers from the Mad God's realm himself. There is so much to see in this DLC-sized creation and is one that I try to do in every playthrough, so that is why it is at our number 3 spot. Moving on to our number 2 spot, we have a nice callback to the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind with Ghost of the Tribunal. This creation is more of a weapons and armor pack with the amount that you actually get, but we do have a couple of quests to play through. Like I said, the amount of weapons and armor is the real selling point here, and it has a lot that the Dragonborn can play around with. All of them have a unique design really comparable to the ones from the game Morrowind and are definitely enjoyable to use. With it set on the Dunmer Island of Solstheim, it takes the Morrowind comparison one step further and makes it one of the best that came in Skyrim Anniversary Edition. From the brand new quests to some very unique looking weapons, Ghost of the Tribunal is a fun creation to play through, and that is why it is at our number 2 spot. And finally, at our number 1 spot, we have a look back at the main storyline in Oblivion with The Cause. This one brought a lot of new content to Skyrim inspired by the Elder Scrolls 4, and it looks amazing. From the Ayleid ruins of Riel to the Mythic Dawn and even a return to the Deadlands, a lot of what they did for this creation was really special and was actually very good as well. On top of new locations to the lands of Skyrim, we got a couple of new weapons and armor and even a Daedric horse the player can summon. The quests themselves weren't very difficult to complete or even very long, but the amount of detail that was involved was one of the best that came from the Creation Club. There are a lot of different features that come with the cause and is one you do not want to miss out on. I really enjoyed taking a trip back into the Deadlands, and it is definitely one of the best creations, and that is why it sits atop at our number 1 spot. Creation Club brought a lot of new pieces of content from player homes to weapons and even full-on DLC-sized quest lines. It had its ups and downs, but Anniversary Edition brought them all together into one big package and was certainly a great addition to the Elder Scrolls V. From quests like The Cause to player homes like farming, these are the best creations that we have in Skyrim, and if you haven't already, make sure you give them all a try. But that is all for me now though, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment any videos you want to see in the future, and I'll see you all next time.